Hey everybody, Jose here. I'm gonna show you today my M1 Finance and why you should click on the link down below and open up an account with M1 Finance. M1 Finance is pretty much a brokerage company that you can put your money in like any other, like Robinhood, but I just don't use Robinhood because I don't like it. I think it's great. And this is a great company. I started with like $2,000. I just added $2,000 on it just to try it out because a friend of mine just recommended it to me, and I'm gonna recommend it to you guys because I think it's a very good way to invest money and diversify the portfolio. So I'm gonna show you how it works, and I pretty much gonna share the pie that I created with you, and I'm gonna go through the basics. So pretty much, I called my pie. Once you create your account, you create an investment account, okay? And that investment account you can call it however you want. And on that account, you put your money in, whatever, the same way you would do. And the way it works is this thing has. I signed up for the premium account, which allows you to have several things. But I'm gonna cover the rest of the stuff, but I'm gonna focus on the investing part of it. Obviously, the market's been going down. You know that. You gotta take the risks, but whatever. And that's why I've been losing 11%. But what's really neat about this M1 Finance is the power of how much diversified you could be by simply creating pies. So I created 2 pies, and I have thrown in an ETF, which is one of my favorites. It's ARK Innovation. It's ticker symbol ARKK, and it's technology growth companies, innovation sector. And what I've done is I've created 2 pies. One pie is the 2050 Troi Capital Fund, and the second pie is the 2050 top stocks. What's neat about this is you can actually assign percentages, so actual target percentages on each one of them. So for instance, let's go to Troi Capital Fund. I have different sub pies that I've created inside that to even diversify more. This has 76 stocks, okay? And what I have been doing is I've been pretty much showing them, okay, in different sectors. So I created one for electric vehicles. I created one for consumer and online retail. I created one for recovery. I created one for tech consumer. I created one for tech, aerospace, biotech, 5G and chips, fintech and housing. Essentially speaking, I'm actually putting inside the companies I like, I enjoy, I think they're gonna have growth potential in the future, and I assign a target percentage. What this is doing is pretty much saying, let's say on electric vehicles, I got my favorites: Tesla, GM, NIO, Enphase, Churchill Capital, which is going to be Lucid, and Xpeng, Ling, and Fisker. I got the percentages associated that form that 100% pie. Okay, this, as you can see, has been doing really bad, and obviously, you know, everything is bad and it's just down. So, but the good thing about being diversified in between pies and sectors of companies is that you don't really have to do all the math by like individually doing this thing one by one like I do on my Ameritrade or Thinkorswim. There's not an ability to set percentages, and the broker company just automatically balances everything. And if you make a change on a percentage, you go to rebalance, and it would just automatically sell and buy to balance that target. So it's a really nice feature that I have. Then the top stocks that I have in here, these are my favorite top stocks. If I see something in red here, I just simply buy it, and this is just another percentage of it, of the actual percentage pie. So I have 50% of everything in the Troi Capital Fund, which has around 75 stocks. This one has 10 only, and this is just an ETF that it's 25 and 25. I'm diversifying that way so that I protect myself in the long run. I might be putting more money in here little by little so that it automatically goes in here. So next is the spend. So right now I have $3,000 in here that I put in, but what's really neat about this is that they're sending me a credit card. You see that guy in here? It's gonna be nice. I've seen it. My friend had it. It's a really nice credit card. debit card that you use. What's neat about this is that you earn 1%, okay, of all the money you got in here a year. And that's great because, I mean, my bank doesn't give me that. Like, I had my money in my bank, my regular Bank of America bank, and it just didn't give me any interest rates. It just doesn't give you anything. It's not even that. This is like 10 times that. And this, it's actually worth putting the money in there because I'm using a debit card but not a credit. So this helps you use that. Then you could create rules. You could actually say that every time you have a direct deposit on here, if it exceeds an amount, it automatically goes to your investment account. So you can set that. You can borrow money at 2%. This is great. If you have $10,000, you can borrow up to 35%, and then literally send it to your spend account for 2%. That's great. And then transfer. I mean, this is some of the money I have in here. So, folks, I am going to be sharing my pie. You'll be able to find it. So if you want to have all these stocks on your M1 Finance account, you're feel free to use it. I'm also going to send you a link if you want to get $30. If you use my link, you can create an account and then you can go from there. I mean, this is a great way to diversify. I think this is one of the best ways that not every broker company allows you to do something like this. I think this is great. This is a great tool. It protects yourself from buying everything in just 1 or 2 or 5 stocks that you really like. This way you're diversified. So folks, see you later.